I'm gonna do compact car camping without a cooler for 6 days. Here's our compact car we're gonna take. Doesn't get much more compact than that. I managed to squeeze in everything I need. When we get there, I'll pull things out and let you have a look at what I brought along. Let's hit the road. Ready, boys? Yeah, they're ready. I didn't make any reservations. I don't know where I'm gonna stay. Taking my chances going up to Sealy Swan Valley. Not too worried about it just yet. We'll check them out until we find a place. Well, I'm up at Lake Inez. I went through Sealy. It was all full and by reservations only. Back on the road here and keep going. Well, it looks like I found a campsite. I got campsite number 4 at Alva Campground. I like this one because, you know, it's got some trees around for some shade and not too far from the car. And got a nice little spot over there. I think I'll put the tent up. It's kind of got, looks fairly soft, not super level, but or I can go up there. But anyway, gave the doggies some water since we got out and keep them tied up for a little bit until I can get things out of the car. Next step, empty out that trunk. I'll show you guys what I brought along for 6 days of compact car camping without a cooler. That should be interesting. I'm going to show you guys some recipes of foods you can bring that don't need refrigeration. You know, give you options of what you can do when you are in those situations. You know, with a small car, you don't have room for very much. Let's take a look at what I got packed in here. Kindling wood and a little bit of firewood, clothing and toiletries, bear stuff, all in my one pack. My slippers, I love these slippers. It's not a necessity, but I like it. This was a luxury, the cutting board. I wanted to, you know, make things look nice when I do the cooking and stuff. Paper towels, got a couple rolls of that. I brought 3 bread boxes. There's 2 of them that have all of the food that I'm going to be needing this week. The eggs. We're going to talk about that later. These are not refrigerated. Just a little water bottle. This has got a tub of doggy things and just miscellaneous stuff. It's got my camp fuel, hand sanitizers, there's a hatchet in there, knife, of course my laser temp thing, odds and ends. The 3rd food box. This is a chair, and we'll be showing that later by Rock Cloud. The only cook set I brought was going to be the GSI cook set, the doggies food, the stove, my dilly bars, which I really didn't have to have, but I wanted to show some things about it. 10-inch square griddle, which I like because I can use it on my stove or the dilly bars. Ugly stick fishing rod, a little bit of charcoal, water. I think this is 2.5 or 3 gallons of water. So another splurge, I had to have a fancy plate and bowl for my cooking stuff. Fishing gear, a cot. This is probably going to be one of the smallest cots you've seen packed. I'm excited about it. It's new. I haven't used it yet. I haven't even tried it out, which goes against all the rules, right? You should try everything out before you go out there, but you know, I sure hope it fits in my tent, which I'm pretty sure it will. Sleeping bag, blanket, might need that for the doggies. Here's a little table. It's made by the same company as that chair that I brought from Rockport. So the tent I brought along is the Augamer, and it's a really inexpensive pop-up tent. It goes up super easy. I've had this for quite a few years, and I like it a lot. We'll look at that later. My pillow, the tarp, and I also have another ground sheet. We've got our cutlery, a small spatulas and whisks and stuff. Pretty cool. First aid kit. I've probably got 2 or 3 around here now, but the reason I wanted to open this one up is I brought something for the doggies. This is a mosquito repellent made for dogs or cats. Camera gear, poles for the tarps in case I need to set those up. A tripod seat, which is a really handy small chair to bring along. Another important thing to bring along is those gloves. I brought some aluminum foil. And then the last thing here is wag bags. Those are, let's just call it a porta potty in a bag. I actually recommend keeping one in your cars all the time. I'm just gonna pack over what I need to use right now, set up the tent, and put the stuff I don't need right away in the back in the trunk. Let's go do that. There's food in there and just some other stuff, and but look at what I managed to pack in here and set up. Look at that. Got a canopy and this is all my video gear. That was in the back seat, so I don't count that because you're not all going to be taking a bunch of video gear like I am. But you know, we got our whole cook setups here, and you know, all kinds of stuff. That jackery, that comes in so handy. And we got our doggy bowls. We got our doggies. We got, I even brought along a little bit of wood in the trunk. And here's our tent, a little stool, and we got my sleeping bag and pillow. It's on top of a little cot here, right there. You can see the cot. And my clothes bag, lantern. Got my slippers. And so yeah, the whole point being, you know, just because you got a small car doesn't mean you can't get out there and go camping and having fun. So get out there.